here we are, the last week in our house in Texas, and yeah, things are just kind of moving quickly at this point.
Yep, I already quit my job at Chick-fil-A, and I've been packing our house since, and it's been crazy. It's a mess right now, so I'm not going to show you, but it is kind of crazy how fast time has flown since we announced that we are going to be living in a van and traveling our country.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I'm working remotely at the moment, just working on getting the house packed up, getting ready to move, and waiting on the van. So at this point, we have everything in with Ford, just waiting on our order, waiting on the factory to build the van, and then we'll have to deal with shipping wherever we are. So wherever we end up, that's where we'll accept the delivery, and then the build process begins.
Mm-hmm.
So we just wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about what our goals are, what our plans are. What would you say our goal, our one overall goal is of all this adventure?
Our overall goal would be to, I feel like, just have the adventure to explore the U.S., but also just hike more, because we love to hike. Since Rob's job is remote, I feel like we are going to get to, just see places with the van life that we would normally visit on our own, if we were to stay here and have to fly to these places. So we're excited and our goal would be also to just hike and also possibly snowboard in places we've never gotten to, because that's something that we love to do together. And we thought, just during this time without having kids right now and just wanting something kind of fun and spontaneous to do, I feel like this is kind of a fun way to do that and explore more of our, like I said, the country of the USA. And I don't know if more detail is the right word, but just a different way of exploring. And so our overall goal would be just to travel more and see really what God's created, and I don't know, just kind of, that's kind of my goal.
Yeah, no, totally. I think we kind of just realized over the last 2 years that we have a lot of opportunity to kind of make these decisions in order to take us different places, allow us to do different things that maybe we never thought about doing, and we just kind of sat down together and said, well, why don't we at least try? We don't have this master plan of going to these specific locations and making sure we do this. We're not really crossing things off of a bucket list. We kind of just found ourselves in an opportunity to do new things, to explore, to kind of discover more about ourselves and honestly build our relationship together on this adventure. So it'll be fun. My expectations are not super high. I just want to give it a go. I think I would always regret if I didn't try.
Right.
I would always regret not putting myself out there, making these tough decisions, and putting myself in a situation where I have to adapt and kind of overcome any obstacles that may come in our way as we're doing this. Mm-hmm. For me, that sounds exciting. That sounds fun. And I know for Georganna, it is a little more stressful, mm-hmm. but I think it's something that we can tackle together, and I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and throw in there, I've never camped a day in my life, so this is going to be a huge opportunity for me to be in a different situation, and the word adaptable is definitely now in my vocabulary, because I'm going to have to learn how to be adaptable. So you talked about our goal, but our number one goal right now is just to get the van, and you can talk more about where we plan to build it out, because we've said we're moving to Memphis, Nashville, and Kentucky, so we want to just put it in order of how that's going to look, because we are confusing a lot of people, and except family that actually knows the situation, I feel like we could go into more detail maybe about what that's supposed to look like, so I'll let you take that away.
Yeah, really where we're going to be living is kind of just a big question mark at this point. We have family in Memphis, we have family in Kentucky, and then my current job is based out of Nashville, Tennessee. So like I mentioned before, I can work remotely in that job, but if for any reason I need to attend any meetings or meet with coworkers, my job is based in Nashville, and I think we really look forward to the opportunity to potentially be in Nashville permanently in the future. But in the short term, we're kind of going to be bouncing around between likely Memphis and Kentucky. In Kentucky, I have an aunt and uncle who have a big pole barn and woodworking shed, and they're gracious enough to allow us to be able to work on the van there, use the tools, and kind of support us in that endeavor. So plus we really love that part of our family, so we're pretty excited to go back, spend some time there in Kentucky with them, and also use that as an opportunity to kind of work on that project but be with them. So I think when I say short term, that's probably looking like the next 3 to 6 months of our life as we kind of go on this endeavor. Again, that timeline could easily change depending on when we actually get the van. The van situation right now, or why we're waiting on a van from the factory, is because I looked for used vans and I looked for vehicles at a lower cost that maybe we could put some work into, because we're going to have to put work into it anyways, because right now we're looking at getting a 2021 Ford Transit cargo van. It is coming with some additional features from the factory since we did order it new, like swivel seats and a few other things that will help make building it into a camper a little bit easier. But the reason we went new was because the used car market is so crazy. I mean, used vans are almost impossible to find in any decent condition. A lot of the ones in decent condition were just a couple grand cheaper than new, with significantly more mileage. And if we were looking to truly use this as a cross-country vehicle, it would just be that extra burden of potential issues we may run into and potential maintenance we may have to perform. So that's why we're going with the new van. And then our goal is to meet a certain budget in terms of like our aftermarket editions. So we're going to kind of take that step by step in terms of what features we want to put into the van. I'm sure things will change when we get to certain points, but for now, that's kind of the plan and where we're at. And then as far as like why we're sharing this all on YouTube, I think a lot of people's first reaction may be like, oh, they're trying to become influencers, or they're trying to be able to make money on the road. I don't think that's necessarily our goal with making YouTube videos. It's really more of just something that we feel like we already have some of the equipment to do due to Georganna doing photography. We already have kind of the camera set up. Georganna has already had a lot of experience doing social media directing for other companies, and so we felt like it would be a good use of our time and skills to be able to kind of create these memories for ourselves, and then also be able to share that with our friends and family. We've had a lot of people that we've told about this journey say, you know, like, oh, please let me know what you're doing, please let me know where you're going, let us know what your plans are, and we can't wait to see all these experiences you have. And we just thought, well, what better way to journal that for ourselves than to just make short videos, and we're excited to do that. So if you want to follow along with us, you know, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel or follow on any social platforms we're on, and reach out, let us know if you have any tips or advice or have any questions further about kind of what we're doing and who we are. So we look forward to sharing. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think like you kind of hit the point on just making videos is really kind of like a home video for us to go back and see later too. Also for our kids, we plan to have in the future to see maybe our journey doing van life and just having your life as a question mark. It's kind of fun. It's exciting. It's different. It's nothing I've ever done before. So I feel like filming it also is for family and friends. We've made a really good community here in Texas that we're going to miss a lot. So now that they can follow along, I just want them to feel like they're still a part of our life, because I know we won't forget any of these people because they've impacted us so much. But also just for our families who are kind of like, you're kind of crazy for doing this. I just want them to be able to follow along and feel like they're also a part of this journey. So yeah, honestly, that's going to be really fun just to blog it. And also help us get out of our comfort zone and talking to a camera, and sharing our experience and pretty much our life on social media. I share quite a bit, but not enough. So I feel like this is going to be a really fun experience for just me, because I probably will be taking more of this role as my job, since I don't work remote, I don't do anything like he can. So this will be kind of like something that I probably will pursue. So yeah, we hope the next time we see you, we'll have the van. And yeah, I guess see you in Kentucky.
Yeah, and as far as like us deciding to leave Texas, I think all the decisions we made, we couldn't do with kind of the support of the community that we've had here in Texas. Many people that we talked to about the idea and about the opportunity were encouraging and asked us a lot of really important questions that kind of pushed us to find the answers to those questions and say, is this really worth it? Is it really something that we're willing to hit barrier after barrier or blocker after blocker and kind of push through and try and reach those goals? And I think we couldn't have done that without all of our friends and family, but especially like our close friends here in Texas that talk to us every day and ask us about our progress or about what we'll do in certain situations. And we're gonna miss our community here in Texas. And I think I speak for Georganna and I both when I say like we'll leave a little bit of our heart here in Texas, but we're excited to, while we're sad to leave that part of ourselves here, we're also excited about this future endeavor and look forward to it.
Yep.
So
all sounds good.
with that being said, I think the next time we'll probably try and film will be over our move here in Texas, and then also when we get the van, hopefully in the next month. I think right now Ford says the build at the factory is in progress, so should be coming soon. So see you guys soon.
See you in Kentucky.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh gosh.